Are you listening? Damn.
Alright, what is going on, everyone? And welcome to the Hunter Classic. Yes, this is the first episode of the free to play series. As you can see, I have absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. In this episode, we are just probably going to be focusing on missions, like the little ones we could do. I would say probably the whitetail, starting out. If I can find him down here, Wolf. Or we could do the mule deer and or is there something else we gotta do first? I'm not 100% sure. Is it this? We'll activate this one since we're here. We'll do the spot of whitetail deer. So it's been a while since I've redone any of this or done a free to play thing. So I wonder why. I wonder why we can't click on the mule deer one. It says you need to complete the following missions, but it doesn't say what missions. I'm so that one's confusing me. Um, yeah, we'll just do these first. There has to be something else to where I can actually get it unlocked. But for right now, we're just gonna make sure our inventory is good. What is our equipment? Do we have any other clothing besides? Yeah, we could put that on. And then those are all the snow. So yeah, we should be good. Let's head out, and we're probably gonna head down this way to Tower 3 probably. We're gonna head this way, and we're gonna see if we can't find any whitetail on the way down there. Okay, so we were headed down to that uh, stand down there, and I just happened to spot a very good-looking mule deer up there. See if I can't call him in. I know we're going for whitetail, but you don't, you know, a mule deer that big, we gotta try to get him in here. And there's also a little rabbit up there. There's another mule deer female up there. I just hope he gets in here. I think the females are gonna get him before he does, but we'll try to get him. Oh, there's is that another one? I think that's also a female. Yeah. Good to get my spotting up. I think he's coming in. Yeah, he's right there. There's a lot of female mule deers around here. That is a very good sized male, though. If I wasn't so like non-confident with being, you know, a low level and everything, and I had to, however, like if I was on my regular account, that would be a easy take from this distance. But sadly, I'm not. Oh man, there's a lot of females coming. There is a chance that we could sneak around this way. And try and get him from like this point right up here. So I think that's what we're gonna try to do. So we're headed up on this little cliff, and he did call. So they're headed that way. I was gonna call, but I think I can get on this little point and see more of the area before I call. He's somewhere. I just don't want him to notice me and then take off. Hey, is that him? Yeah, that's him. We should be able to get, yeah, right over here, lay down. And then take a pretty clean shot if he doesn't walk. That's not good. Where are you going, buddy? We'll get him once he takes. Oh, I missed. That was terrible. I knew I shot right under him. Okay, so some news. I did end up hitting him. Not good blood. Yeah, it's not good blood. So, what I might do is I'll follow up a little bit to one of these points, and I'll just look over and see if I see him. Because he's bleeding a good amount. Put it that way. Alright, well sadly I did end up losing the track of that mule deer. Somewhere down there. We'll just mark a spot. We'll mark where I last seen his tracks, and we'll come back for him later. Anyway, we're gonna make our way down to this little stand. I like going down to the stand. Down this way. I like going down there, so there's always a lot of good species down there. Now, what I didn't think to do is, I didn't think to bring the single gauge shotgun for obviously moments like that. Free, you know, GM and stuff like that, or you know, whichever one is the one you get for harvesting animals. Because I could harvest those cottontails, I could harvest pheasants, anything like that. Yeah, but this series is kind of it's not gonna be like the Call of the Wild series because on this one I am just gonna hunt, just free hunt on whatever maps like I want and hunt like any species I want. The Hunter Call of the Wild series, I'm kind of like going linear with the story and stuff like that. Like obviously I'm doing the side missions for the Hope side missions and stuff like that. All right, so we didn't see anything down there at the. Okay. We didn't see anything down there at the little tower that we was at. So we're gonna head up this way to this tower and see if we can't find anything. I did take a couple of shots at some coyotes. Missed them terribly because of my low level. Just like that buck that I shouldn't have shot. Which again never really found. So we're gonna make our way up to this tower up here and see if we can't find anything along our way. Hopefully some pheasants or something like that. Just something that, quick and just to get our first harvest out of the way. Alright, so we were making our way up to the top tower up here on Loggers Point. And got a call from a whitetail. And we are laying on this rock calling him in. But he's a decent whitetail. But that does help us with our missions, so this should be our third track from, unless it's counting actual like tracks on the ground. He hasn't got a good enough range where I can spot him yet, because obviously low spotting, but it looks like he's alone, which is weird. Because normally there'd be more than one coming in. Let's give him another call real quick. See if he wants to come in a little bit closer. I want to get him to a decent range where I know I'm not going to miss the shot. Because that is very possible. He's right behind the stump right now. I don't know where he's going to come in actually at. What is that? Feral hog. I don't know where he's going to pop out from. And honestly, I was thinking if he got close enough, I'd take him with a shotgun, but I need to get my 243 leveled up because I'm going to be using it for a long time in this free-to-play series. I'm not seeing where he went, though. He gave us another call. Give him another call real quick. So he's close. Yeah, I was gonna say he's really close. See him spotted. Must take him out. That is our first. What was that? 2 feral hogs. That is our first official harvest of the series. I'll probably put in a couple other of the clips from earlier in the hunt, especially that mule deer. That was a terrible shot. I'm gonna get 3 tracks from this deer really quick before I pick him up. Okay. It just took forever for it to pop up. let's head back over here and let's pick him up. Now, I don't have any trophy shop bows, don't have anything, so I'm gonna do the best with what I have. But we're gonna see what our first harvest of the series scores. And it's a whitetail, which is one of my favorite species I love to hunt, so. Heart and lungs. 111. Not bad. 54 GM. Not bad at all. Let's get our first trophy shot. How do I? Not too bad. We'll make our way on up to the up here, see if while we wait for our mission. While we wait for our mission to come on through. Actually, we could check really quick right now. So, harvest a whitetail buck with at least 8 typical points. We'll activate that. And we still can't. Oh, we can. We can finally do mule deer mission. Now we gotta harvest a mule deer buck. Feral hogs roaming around still. We'll head up here and see if there's anything at this tower really quick. Well, we spotted and shot at a feral hog. Just mainly to get GM. You know. Probably should have toggled the mission first, but I wasn't really planning on hunting them, honestly. Probably got a terrible shot. Probably just shot him in the plate. Yeah. Yeah, and I watched him run off this way, so. We didn't really get that good of a shot, I don't think. When the blood doesn't look. Yeah, it's just the body blood, it looks like. Which is weird because it's not dark. Normally the darker blood is like the body blood. There's a pheasant somewhere. But I'm gonna track this hog for a little bit. Alright, so I got an achievement for my first hour in game. Yeah, just as I expected, did not make a good shot on that feral hog. Probably should let him get in closer. But yeah, it is what it is. I mean, misjudged it. Low level on the guns and everything like that. So, speaking of feral hog, there's another one. But I've already been recording for about an hour. Alright, guys. We have a coyote up here. And a feral hog. I'm pretty sure it's the same feral hog I shot. This is probably going to be the last harvest for the video. If I get it. And it doesn't run away. It is a really good distance though. And I don't have any predator call or anything like that like you start out with on the Call of the Wild, so it is a good distance up there. Let's see if we can't like sneak up to it. See if we can't get it from here. Have our heart rate slow down just a little bit. Oh, what is that? Mule deer. There we go. Not a clean shot. Shot through brush and stuff like that, but I mean it's a second harvest. So we got the first harvest was a whitetail. Second harvest was a coyote. Not too bad. Gonna go over here. We're gonna at least get 3 tracks from this so I can get max XP for tracking. And see what it was. Because honestly, I couldn't really tell. Obviously, I couldn't spot it from that distance, so we'll just go for animal. Liver shot. Male 48.4. Okay. Didn't know that. We'll take a trophy shot of him. Pretty clean trophy shot. Alright, well, I hope y'all did enjoy this video and the start to the Hunter Classic free-to-play series here in 2026. Thank you all for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.
Yeah.